Going to make a variation of a recipe that I used to make a lot when I thought I had gluten intolerance. The first thing you do is you heat up your pan until it gets hot. So you're going to throw some water on there and it sizzles. And then if this, I lost the recipe. It used to be in the allergy cookbook. Like I said, this is one recipe. I'm not making it quite like it. So you wait till it's hot, and then you throw water on it. When it sizzles, then you put in a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Let me get that ready. So let's go ahead and heat it up. That's heating up. You prepare the batter. You need 1 cup of garbanzo bean flour or chickpea flour. So go ahead. I'm making this mostly I'm kind of doing a little bit of a variation. I tried to find, I used to have this allergy cookbook that I made. I used to make this all the time. It's actually quite tasty. So let's put in a cup. Okay, that's good. I mean, I have this chickpea flour and I need to use it. So here is a cup. And then you put in a cup of water. And then what I did then is I put in about a teaspoon of Bragg's liquid aminos, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and just use soy sauce, and it'll probably have the same flavor. Let's see. Teaspoon of soy sauce. There we go. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment a little bit. I bought some Dulce granules. Let me throw in a little bit of this. There, I kind of like shook some in there. And I think something that might give it a nice flavor is a little bit of pepper. Not a whole bunch, just a little bit. There, that's good. Now you get a whisk. Get a whisk and just mix it all together. And then you're going to let it sit here for a while. So the pan is heating up. Yeah, it's important to heat the pan up first. Okay, so I'm mixing this all together. This is kind of my Japanese or Asian version of Socca, which is a French flatbread. Okay. Now, the way you know the pan's ready is you're going to throw some water on it and it's going to sizzle. So let's, go ahead and get that right there. It's ready. Okay, we're going to throw in a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. You can actually get pretty good at guesstimating this after a while, which is what I used to do. And then you want to coat the bottom of the pan with it. Okay, let's move this over here. Let's get the spatula. Here it is. Kind of spread it around. Okay, now, once you do that, let's lower the heat down to about, I'd say, medium-high. Okay, now you pour in the batter. Okay, and you leave it in there until bubbles start forming on the top. Yeah, you just leave it there. One thing that will help to form the bubbles is to cover the pan. Okay, let's make the heat. Let's see. I've got a pan cover. So yeah. Here we go. There. Okay. Remember correctly, it doesn't take very long. So you don't want to burn the other side. You got to keep the temperature pretty high. So it's like medium high. You start off with high. Once you put the oil in there and you pour the Socca batter in there, you just let's double check. There you go. It's already starting. See that? Okay, it's probably ready to flip. Let's double check. You flip it when the edges are firm. It's actually a pretty easy recipe. It needs to cook a little bit more, I think. Let me double check. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah. For this to work, the temperature does have to be high. I remember that. Flip. There you go. Flip. Not the best flip. Okay. Now, just let it, and then you just cook it till it's done. Yeah. It actually has like a crisp outer coating, and it's been a while since I've made this. I think I probably should have let it stay there a little bit longer. But I remember that the finished product has like a crisp outer coating, and when you bite into it, it's kind of like soft on the inside. Let me go ahead and put the cover back on here. Okay. I would say another couple minutes and then it's done. And this used to be one of my favorite homemade breads. I loved it. And I'm just in the mood for Socca today for some strange reason. So I'd say a couple more minutes and then we're done. Done. In fact, I think I might be burning it. I need to take it off. Yeah. Yes, as you can see, it doesn't take long for it to cook, so you want to take it off really fast. So it's done. I don't think I ruined it, but I probably should have taken it off a little bit sooner. It's only like a couple minutes. Okay, let's try my Socca. I don't know what to call this. It's kind of like my own personal recipe. Let me try it. I remember I used to sprinkle salt on it sometimes. I still like it. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like gooey in the middle, but I still like it. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and write this recipe down. And I'm going to say, maybe when you flip it, you only want to cook it for like at the most like a minute and a half, or it will burn. It's not bad. I still like it. I used to eat this all the time. I don't know what to call it, Japanese Socca or what. It's a real quick and easy bread to make. It's good. So do you taste the seaweed? Not really. It tastes good. I'm going to post it. It's good enough for me.